How's it going, everyone? Equinox Phoenix here. Today we're going to talk about Legends of Tomorrow, Season 6, Episode 8, titled Stressed Western. Well, this episode's a bit of a doozy, right? So, it starts off with... Where does it start? Jeez. Yes, it starts off with everyone wanting to, like, make Sarah breakfast in bed. They also give Mick breakfast, and they kind of like start like arguing or whatever, and Mick tells them to shut up, uh, because quite frankly they were being annoying. Sarah mentions to Ava that she's part alien, right? Which is but she wants to hide it. Now, of course, while Sarah and Ava are, let's call it, conversing, Gideon interrupts and is like, "Captains, there's an alien detected. It's in 1891, I believe, in Fisk City, Oklahoma. Uh, they go down and like, oh, this is a lawless land. We got to be careful. Yeah, no, it's not a lawless land for the moment. It's like there's a bunch of rules, and it's like no fornicating, no cursing, no gambling. It's like it's essentially Sunday school, and I'm just like, what? I thought this was supposed to be the Wild West, man. Right? Like I'm like, I thought this was supposed to be the Wild West. The preview for the episode showed Nate asking Sarah about her being bulletproof, and what's going on here, man? They keep running amok into it, right? Like I'm just like, what is this place? Anyway, so obviously, Astra being Astra, she pisses someone off, and enter the alien. It is this weird alien worm thing that feeds off of anger. Uh, and so the legends are like, oh no, it feeds off of anger. They're like, okay, Astra Spooner, you're benched. Now, uh, and then they go off to the saloon, and it's like, oh, we need to. The guy who's supposed to be like the most wanted man in all of the West is now the sheriff. There's like Bass Reeves is now wanted man, even though he's supposed to be the deputy marshal and whatnot, like a man of the law. Astra and Spooner meet Bass Reeves after roughly around the same time that they discover that the gold comes from the alien worm. Uh, yeah, it's interesting. It's actually very interesting. Oof, my mic is apparently partially peaking. Anyway, so it's very interesting. Now, Bass Reeves looks like like a certain person we all know and love. And that is John Diggle. So apparently being a man of the law is in Diggle's blood. Uh, Deputy Marshal Bass Reeves, Argus agent John Diggle, you know. Uh, Anyway, now of course the legends being the legends. Okay, so now early in the episode, John had asked Gary about a certain artifact, the Fountain of Imperium. Gary, very suspiciously, while trying to help put Kayla's thing that they stole from her ship into Gideon, freaks out hearing the name Fountain of Imperium. Um, this leads to a bunch of confrontations. Now, all of this comes in at a point where they go to a dance, and at the dance, Zari tries to steal the whistle to control the worm from the current sheriff. who is as I said, wanted criminal, supposed to be a wanted criminal. I don't even know his name, and I don't really care for his name. Like, he's not important enough to look up. Because Sarah challenges him to a duel. And the dude gets mad and gets killed. Like I said, he gets eaten by the worm. During the duel, of course, he shoots Sarah in the back, right here. Right here. But through the back of the head. Now, the bullet comes out here, and there's a giant gaping hole. And the team finds out that Sarah is bulletproof. Hence the preview. Nate high-fiving Sarah. Saying, oh, hey, welcome to the club of being bulletproof. Unfortunately, how do I put this? The whistle is picked up by this blonde girl that was flirting with Behrad earlier. And we find out that the team finds out, not us. We find out just like a couple seconds before that the worm is a source of gold, and the entire town is essentially in on it. Which is interesting. So they end up holing up in the saloon, and that's where the preview scene happens. While they're all trapped in the saloon, we have Behrad and Zari getting mad at each other. We have Ava and Sarah getting mad at each other. That's a new one. We have Constantine and Gary getting mad at each other. So much so that Gary says a line that's very interesting. He says, "You're mad at me. You're mad at me when I lie to you. You're mad at me when I tell you the truth." Yes, Gary, that is a very human thing to do. People don't like being spoken to in general, apparently. You tell them the truth, people don't want to hear it a lot of the times because no one wants to hear that, you know, whatever, right? Like, whatever the truth may be, the truth hurts is a phrase that is bandied out a lot. It's better to be honest than to lie, because the truth hurts a lot less than being lied to. I'm saying that from experience. Everyone is getting mad at everyone, and the worm starts coming, and Bass Reeves is like, "Oh, I know a way to cut it off." Nate is just like, "You know what? Fuck it." He just unleashes his anger on literally everybody. Walks outside, attracts the worm to him, goes full steel mode, and stops. He's like, "Well, this is where my plan ends." And I'm just like, Nate, what the fuck? Right? Like, I'm pretty sure y'all, while watching this, were also like, Nate, what the fuck? Like, maybe plan it out a little bit more. You're supposed to be able to beat it. So Spooner comes in, does like an Uno reverse with the alien telepathy thing, and stops the alien. Just long enough for Astra to come in and light it up. She causes it to combust into literal gold dust, which is amazing. But of course, a shootout. Throughout all of this, a shootout happens up until the right before the alien bursts, and Sarah calls Bass Reeves Dig, in reference to John Diggle, his descendant. And he's like, "Yes, ma'am, I do in fact dig." And I'm just like, good to know. I guess he's a man of the people. You know, he digs. Anyway. Afterwards, all is well, right? The scene, the episode ends with a very interesting scene. A couple of very interesting scenes. Gary tells John where to find a person with knowledge of the map to the Fountain of Imperium. So he leaves the ship, says goodbye to Zari. Sarah and Ava get it on. There's the cowboy narrator singer dude, which I was just like, what the fuck is this dude doing on the ship? Behrad asks Zari for her totem so he can give both to Nate so that Nate can finally see old timeline Zari, because I guess apparently she's just technically dead. And so that he can at least find some comfort. You know, like, the love of his life is gone, right? And the last scene is specifically Nate and Bayrod grabbing the cowboy singer narrator dude after Ava tells him we can't keep him, to put him back. That's where the episode ends. I'm actually quite interested if we're gonna see Nate talking to old Zari or not. But I guess that's next week thing. Anyway, that's the episode. Honestly, it was a pretty good episode. The team except Astra and Spooter know that Sarah's part alien, or at least that she now regenerates. I do hope John gets his powers back. Oh, it shows Mick sleeping. Mick is like almost never in this in these episodes now. And for what? I mean, this episode it makes sense. Mick is a naturally angry person. That would be like, I hate to say this, but that would be like me getting benched if I was in the show, because I am a naturally angry person. Not of my own free will. I'm a byproduct of the place I currently live in and my life so far. It has led to me being a very naturally angry person. Also very much resentful of those of some of the people around me. Anyway, but yeah, anyway, that was the episode. I enjoyed it. It was really good. Tell me what you guys thought of it down in the comment section down below. That's gonna be it for this video. If you guys haven't already, hit like, hit subscribe if you do. I will see you guys next time, and as always, stay bright.